across that classic second gear whine. You know, whenever I take old guys out, by old guys I mean guys 5 years older than me, they always reminisce about old movies where the cab pulls away and they hear that second gear whine, or like it's doing now. I really like driving this car. It makes me feel good. All the controls sort of fall readily to hand, as they say. Everything works nicely. It's got plenty of power. It is quite pleasant to drive. You know, a lot of old cars, I get in them, I go, God, this thing is a chore. I don't really like it. Whereas this, I like, you know, I look at it and I go, oh, that's an old car. I don't know what I would do with it.
The Edgar House, Sunnyside, is the last completed of a half-dozen houses associated with the firm of McKim, Mead & White, which is grouped within a few blocks. Sunnyside is a very interesting house, primarily because it's transitional, as the firm moved from their shingle style, in which they've been building, very typical of New England, to this more formal colonial revival style.
And the mechanic on the Hudson has got the torque wrench and he's just tightening the head and he goes, there you go, Mr. So-and-so, it's only a 10-minute job. And then they pan over and the mechanic's going, these overhead valves, how do you adjust them? And I was going, I've got a meeting, I've got to go somewhere. I should have bought a Hudson, you know? And I mean, it's a very funny thing, but it was sort of the last days of old technology are always better than the first days of new technology. I love the big headlights. Those Marshall?
Those are Marshall headlights. This car has an amazing set of Marshall lights. If you turn that, thank you. And take a look under the hood, because what makes a Bentley a Bentley?
Well, more than one carburetor.
More than one carburetor, exactly.
Right.
You think about...
And there's no second gear whine like we talked about before.
No, the length of space between this and the Morris is quite substantial.
I mean, it shows, it's only 9 years, but it shows
Right.
you how quickly technology was advancing.
And you think about the fact that 1937 was very much the depths of the Depression. So to have a car like this really made a statement.